Hey guys, I'm gonna bake something for you today. I'm gonna make my favorite recipe for pumpkin muffins. So I'll start out with some of the ingredients. We're gonna need some vanilla, some ground ginger, some cinnamon, some cloves, and some nutmeg. And we're also gonna need flour, white sugar, baking soda, baking powder, salt. Yeah, our family just keeps it in here because, we're cool like that. Some vegetable oil, some canned pumpkins, 1 egg, and some water. I know this looks like a lot of ingredients, but trust me, they're going to taste just fine. Alright guys, so here's my oven, and we're going to come in and preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And then once the muffins go into the oven, we're actually going to decrease the temperature to 400 degrees. Right, so I got my dry ingredients measured out here. We got 3/4 cup of flour, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon of clove, 1/8 teaspoon of ginger and ground, obviously, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Alright, and then you just want to whisk it all together just to make sure everything gets mixed. And these are really easy to make, I think. It seems like a lot of ingredients and kind of all playing together, but trust me, I love these. And this only makes 6 average size ones, so if you want a double or whatever this recipe, you can do whatever you want, because sometimes I just make 3 gigantic ones. Alright, you can also add what I got here, some semi-sweet chocolate chips, alright? You can add as much or as little as you want. You don't even have to put these in. I just love chocolate chip muffins. So what I usually do is I don't even measure. I just throw in 2 handfuls. That looks good to me. Like I said, I'm pretty much the only one who eats chocolate chip muffins in my family, so that's why I don't make all that many at one time. But I've made these 3 times in the past 4 days, so I probably should have just made a huge batch all at once if I knew I'd like them so much. Alright, so there are dry ingredients, and I'll set that aside for now. Onto the wet and stuff. So in this one here, I got 1/4 cup and plus 2 tablespoons of white sugar and 2 tablespoons of oil, just plain vegetable oil. And you just want to mix it all together like that. And make sure. I know it's not going to cream all that greatly. It kind of looks like just really ugly wet sugar. But just make sure it's all combined like that. There. So then you want to add your egg, actually. Just 1 egg is good. Make sure it's room temperature. I just find it better. It works that way in room temperature. So just mix that all together until the egg and the sugar and everything is all combined. You'll just get this yellow, grainy, gooey stuff. Doesn't look appetizing yet, but just wait. And then you want to add your pumpkin. This is 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of canned pumpkin. Not real stuff. That's okay. You can probably use real pumpkin if you wanted, but who really wants to go through that process of de-seeding it and all that stuff? I can't. I don't even know how to do that. So, canned pumpkin is good. Thank you, factories. All right. So then there's the pumpkin. Then you want to add the water. You need 2 tablespoons of water. I got going right here. Don't be afraid of this whole bowl of water that I have. I'm not even going to use it. So then you just want to mix in the water like that. And you should get something that looks like this. Kind of orangey, kind of I don't even know, salsa-like, I guess. And then you want to do is add some vanilla, probably about half a teaspoon. I don't measure it, I just eyeball it. That looks good. And then you just mix that up and everything. And this is what you should get. Alright, so now what we're going to do is take our dry ingredients with the chocolate chips. And the reason we put the chocolate chips in here first before bacon and like putting it after the wet and dry are mixed together is so that all the flour on it keeps it submerged throughout the batter so it doesn't sink to the bottom. So you just want to mix the wet and the dry. Try and get as much of this out as you can. And just toss the bowl into the sink. And just start mixing it. You don't want to overbeat muffin batter. You don't want to end up with hockey pucks, because hockey pucks are just disgusting, you know, rubbery, all that stuff, hard as a rock. You just want to mix it until everything is combined. Like so. Big lumps you want to try to get rid of. Small lumps are fine. You don't want like huge chunks of flour submerged in this whole thing because that's gonna be not so tasteful. Alright, and this looks about good right here. So that's what we do. And then here we go with bacon. You can either use a pan like this or something smaller, but today I'm going to use these things. Little muffin cups with feet. My friend got me these for Christmas and I haven't even used one yet, so I'm going to use them now. I got the assorted colors. It's very nice. Now if I could get this other one open, that'd be nice too. Don't play with knives, kids. Alright, I'm just going to need two more. We'll multiply colors. And these are silicone also, so they're good for baking, high temperatures. Not too high, but high enough that you can get the job done. Alright, so you also might want to use some cooking spray just to make sure they don't stick. I'm making a mess all over my counter, but I'll clean it up. Alright, there we go. So then what's also convenient about these things is they got little lines in there to tell me how much batter to put in. So just take the spoon and pour some batter in there like that, and that should be good. I'm just going to finish the rest of these and we'll get back. Alright guys, so I got all the muffin batter into the little silicone feet muffin tins, and I just put them on a pan just so I can put them all in the oven easily. And see how cute they look? Alright, so I'm going to stick these in the preheated 425 degree oven. And then turn the temperature down to 400 degrees like I said earlier. And then we want to set the timer for about 20 minutes. Give or take a few minutes. And then I'll be back when the product is finished. Alright guys, so I'm going to now check to see if these muffins are done. So what I got here is a skewer, because I don't have toothpicks at the moment, but I'm just going to stick it into one, and then take it out, and they look about done to me, so I'm going to pull these things out right now. They're like bobbleheads, guys. Alright, so I'm just going to sit them here on the stove so that they can cool down a little bit. But don't they look like amazing? Again, so you can double or whatever this recipe, whatever, you can make them jumbo muffins if you want. Just good luck with this recipe, guys, and I hope you enjoy as much as I do. And again, all the ingredients are going to be listed in the description in case you don't get the video. So thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy!